the main goal for today, it's just a crash course in creating subtitles on YouTube. What I'm going to go over, this is the agenda. Here are like the 9 things. Really, the only thing like y'all will need to know is sort of items like 3 through 6 steps to upload videos with subtitles, do it yourself, your own video. I'll explain some guidelines about captioning in a little bit later on. And then one of the other things I want to show you how to review captions. I either embed my YouTube videos because I teach at different campuses and in different districts. Using YouTube for me is just, I find it to be easier because if I record a video and put it in Canvas Studio, then I have to click that option again in a different shell in the district. And if if I'm using Canvas Studio at a different college district entirely, then I have to like re-upload the video to Canvas Studio. Versus if I just use YouTube and I have a link to the video or the embed code, I can just either copy paste the embed code on a page, which works at like in every college, at every district, or if I actually want to track and monitor student watching video, I can just insert my YouTube video as a link through Canvas Studio, and then I can like actually look to see who actually watched the video. So generally, now I'm going to talk about how to upload a video. For reference, for those of you in just case like my explanation doesn't make any sense, because a lot of my students say I talk too much. I put a link to a video, how to add captions while uploading and editing YouTube. So the steps generally are: step 1, make a script. Step 2, record yourself reading from the script. Step 3, go to YouTube Studio. So then you could just Google like Google YouTube Studio. And this is sort of like the creator page. So then once you're in YouTube Studio, you would click create. So let me show you. So I have a script I recorded myself. So I'm on YouTube Studio. Now I'm going to click upload video. I want to select the file. Okay, cool. Thank you for attending. Now I'm going to pick the video that I have. So I'll pick this one. Now from right here, I'll just rename it. Alex, say you give it a title. Down here, the 2 requirements in the details section are you have to give it a title and you have to mark if the video is made for kids or not for kids. Because there's regular YouTube and then there's YouTube Kids. So this one is not made for kids. Now from here, I'm going to click on next. So video elements. So when you add subtitles, you want to click add. You want to go to this add subtitles option, click add. And right here, this is how you make this easier. You click auto sync. So first, let me go to my script. So I'm going to copy my script. So I'm going to auto sync the subtitles. And in this auto sync, I'm going to paste my script and it's automatically going to generate the timings for me. And then I can hit done. And then from right there, I just go next. I don't need to worry about the checks because there isn't any music in my video. And in the visibility section, the 2 options you either want to make it unlisted or public. Public means like anybody can like find it on YouTube. It's going to be listed and it will pop up in search results. If you don't want it to be found by anybody, you would want to mark it as unlisted. And then once you're there, you click done. And let me stop sharing. So that's the steps. Have a script, record yourself reading from the script, go to YouTube Studio, and during the upload process, go to add subtitles, auto sync, and then copy paste like your script to the video I just made. So in my studio dashboard, I can go to content. I'm going to just delete this one because I did not want to do more action. captions forever. Okay. So the video I had made was this one. So in terms of sharing the video, if you have a Google account, you automatically have a YouTube Studio account. Yes. If you have a Google account, you already have access to YouTube Studio. The only difference is that you normally, like, YouTube would be this. It's youtube.com. It's like https www.youtube.com. YouTube Studio is specifically studio.youtube.com. But to your question, Thomas, yes, if you have a Google account, you have a Studio account. So same thing. Like, once you have your video, you want to, in the upload area, click select file. In this case, I'll click this. I also want to, I'm just going to save my script. Copy that. So from right here, in the details, the two pieces of information you need to add are the name. So Alex saying hello. And then you have to mark if it's for kids or not for kids. You want to mark no, it's not made for kids, because again, there's regular YouTube and then YouTube Kids, and you want your video to be more available to everybody. So you want to put no, it's not made for kids, so it pops up on the regular YouTube platform. I'm going to click next, and again, in this video elements, in the add subtitles area, you click the add button, and then from here you click auto sync. So you could just copy your script, assuming that your script is done correctly. You copy the script, and in the auto sync, then you paste it into here and then hit done, and it'll automatically sync the timing up for you. I'm going to click next. I don't need to worry about checks right now, because this checks to see if there's any copyrighted music or audio or anything like that, which there isn't. And then here, the visibility, you would either mark it as unlisted or public. I always do unlisted to just make things easy, so that way people don't find it somewhere. And then you would hit save. So now that I have that, well, that's up, because that has to process the auto captioning. A couple things. Now, in terms of making sure, I know somebody's not here anymore, but one person had mentioned the tediousness of making sure that the captions are accurate. So one thing you want to do, it's grammatically accurate. So in terms of the guidelines, the number one thing is that needs to be grammatically accurate. It should be at least 95% or better accurate, both in terms of grammar and punctuation. In addition to that, it also needs to be synchronized with audio. So as I am saying things, if you have the captions here on Zoom on, the captions are sort of being built as I'm talking. It being synchronized with audio means that there should be about 2 sentences per line of when you say stuff, or 125 characters. Essentially, you want the captions that appear in sync with your audio to be just enough so that way what you said happens. And then the next thing pops up. So that way you don't have an entire paragraph that people have to read and it's not synced up. And then you also want to make the context of the audio and video the same. The reason why I bring this up is because if you look right here, when I say I'm a monotone, because I can't, for somebody who is hearing impaired, they would not hear my voice, my inflection change from me sounding excited to me sounding like this. So I put monotone in brackets to give context to how I say things. In the same way that I put muffled, because in my video, I don't want students to know how long I've been teaching. So I put, I've been teaching for years, because I'm putting this sound effect in a bracket to indicate, to give context to the audio that's being said. So that's also why I had y'all as well use this script specifically, because one thing that a lot of auto-generated captions do not capture is context such as this. I think you would mention, Angela, on how, well, you were the one who mentioned that the difficulty for Chicano and Chicano studies, like if you're saying something, it won't translate something properly from in Spanish.
Yes, that's correct. Or
Yeah,
Spanglish.
yeah. So if you like code switch like that in one of your lecture videos, or if you are a language teacher and you want to explain that, like an auto captioning system will not automatically translate stuff for you. So in order to make sure that you have captions that are accurate and that also include those changes, you would need to manually have those in. How do you edit captions? So once you have your video uploaded, and again, once you're in your studio dashboard, you would go to your content. And from right here, you can click the item. So I'm going to click my Alex saying hello, since that's the video I had just uploaded. So I want to check my captions. So now that I've opened up my video, right here in the left-hand pane, I'm going to go down to subtitles. Oh, it's still processing. Okay, that's going to take a while, so I'm going to skip that. I'm going to go back to another video. So I'll go to this one because I uploaded this one before I started this meeting. So again, I should pick the video and I go to subtitles. Now, there are automatic captions that are automatically generated, but they're the ones that I had auto-synced, and those are marked by English video language. I can click on the edit button and I can view to see it if it's correct. So right here in the setting to edit your captions or to edit your subtitles, you have the text in here. So I don't want to keep the brackets in here. So I'll just delete the brackets from right here. And you also have sort of like the timestamps on the side. For right now, you don't need to worry about these braces. But if you want to edit your subtitles or your captions, you could do it manually in here. And as you see on the right-hand side, you see that like at about 1 to 2 seconds, it has this. So I can go back. And also while I'm here in the setting, I can click play and see how it looks. Right? So, okay, so I have that, and then I have, oh no, let me discard these changes. Okay. So again, once I'm in here, once you make whatever changes you want, or once you've confirmed everything is right, you would click publish. So that way they're available. One other aspect I wanted to talk about is, all right, so I just went over how to review your captions. Oh, how to add multiple languages. So the same basic steps. So once you're in your studio, once you're in your dashboard, you want to go to your content. Then from right here, again, you want to pick the video, go back to subtitles, and right here, I can click the add language button. So I have a lot of English language learners. Mostly I found that they tend to speak Spanish. Most of my English language learners speak Spanish. So I want to make Spanish subtitles for them. So I'm going to click add language. The language I specifically want to do, I'm just going to put Spanish United States, because I know there are lots of different versions of Spanish. And one of my Spanish colleagues, I was asking them, hey, how do I know which one of these to use? They just say, use the Spanish from the United States one. So I have this, but I have to add that. So now that I have the Spanish/United States option, I'm going to go to it and I'm going to click on the add button that looks like a pencil. From right here, I'm going to just click auto translate. And by the way, Angela, you might actually, because I don't speak Spanish, I don't know how correct these are. So now my captions that I auto synced, so they're still synced up. Now they're also in a different language. So I have, hola a todos, soy Alex. Es un placer conocerte.
Placer a conocerte.
Oh, conocerte. Okay. All right, so this is okay. So this is accurate, right? At least is it pretty close? So soy
Yes, it's pretty
instructor
close.
de. Okay, sweet. Okay, so now that I have, and thank you for confirming that the languages are at least relatively correct. So now that I have that, I can click publish. So I've got my English, uh, grammatically synced, grammatically correct captions. I have my Spanish subtitles. I'm going to open up the video now to test it out. So I want to view this on YouTube. All right, I'm going to let this page load. So I'll click on close captions. Okay, so it's playing. Let me switch it from English now to Spanish, and let me see what happens. And I am going to assume that is correct. But boom, now I have a YouTube video. I have accurate captions in the language that I'm saying, and I also have it as well in subtitles for students who may or meet English language learners. And when it comes to that, you could add as many languages as you want. So if I have students who maybe speak Tagalog because they are their families from the Philippines, PRST Tagalog, because we do have a large student population, I think, of students, at least at Harvard College, in terms of Asian Pacific, American Pacific, Asian students, we have a high Filipino population. So again, I'll pick Tagalog. I'll do auto translate. I assume that's correct and hit publish. So now I have my captions in English that are grammatically and punctually correct. I have different languages for students who may do better learning my content by reading my message in their native language. Okay, so now scroll down a little bit. Yeah, keep going down. So, okay, good. No, it's not made for kids. Good. Now hit next. Okay, now in add subtitles. Oh, okay. For right now, I know why the add subtitles button isn't popping up for you. It's because you have to set a language. I'll try to do that. For right now, just click next. Go all the way to the end and then make it unlisted. So hit next one more time. Click unlisted. Again, that just means people with the link can view the video, but it won't show up in any search results. And then click save. And good. It's a short video, so it should process quickly. And then you can hit close on that. Okay, now on the left-hand side, click on content. Okay, click the video title, and then it'll pop up options for the video on the left-hand pane. Okay, now in the left-hand pane, go down to subtitles. Okay, now you have to select set language. And then you want to pick English, United States.
My phone, it's slow.
Don't worry, don't worry.
Oh,
Oh, if it doesn't work, let me take over sharing
sure. This
right
helps.
now.
Yes, this
So
helps.
maybe like it'll be slightly faster for you then.
Okay, fabulous.
Yes. Okay. Now can you share your screen again? All right, we're getting there. It's about to work for like one person. All right. Go to YouTube Studio. Yeah. Okay. Notice on how those are auto generated. Because if you notice as it's playing, how sort of like the words just really quickly run through, that's one of the indications. So go in your URL, go to studio.youtube.com. because you have to add captions. Now that they're auto-generated, you have to go and either fix the auto-generated captions or copy paste your own. So yeah, go to that tab. Okay, now you have two options. So where it says English, United States video language, hover where you see that little bar hyphen just under subtitles. Okay, yeah, click that button. That's the edit button. Okay, now click auto sync. I hit close. It's just saying you can automatically map. Okay, now you would paste in your script into there. So if you have your video file and you want to use Canvas Studio instead, if you don't request auto-generated, you can upload them. So again, for my video, I can go to my video, go to subtitles, and I can download them. So I'm going to go on English, click the three dots, and I want to download the SRT file. So now that I have those auto done, I put my video on Canvas Studio, and in the caption area, I want to upload. From here, because my captions were in English, I'll pick that. So click upload, and I'll also pick the SRT captions file that I got from YouTube. And now, as you see here on Canvas Studio, I have this. But I also want to have other languages. So again, back here in YouTube Studio, I'll download the Spanish ones. So click options, download SRT. Now back in my video, I want to add captions. I'm going to upload captions, but this time the language is in Spanish. By the way, this is for if some of you don't want to use YouTube. So if you would rather use Canvas Studio, you could do this. So I'm going to upload Spanish captions, and it's this one that is duplicated. And boom, I now have my Spanish captions, and I can close. And then I could also just like, oh, take a look at the captions. They're off right now. I can pick the language from like English or Spanish. I'll pick Spanish. Let's see what happens. Man, I'm really hoping that those are correct. Like, because like if I play the other reason why is that, so I personally use YouTube because it makes my content more accessible. Like if you notice here, like, yeah, I have my captions, but I can't move the captions around or anything like that. Versus if a video is on YouTube, the reason why I specifically use YouTube is number one, it makes my job as an instructor easier because I can just copy paste the embed code. But also, like somebody's asking before, I could add chapters to sort of section out the video. And also, if I want to have like captions, people can drag the captions around. So maybe they want to put it up here, or maybe in the settings, you might want to change aspects about it. So you might go like to options, and maybe I want to make it like the font a different color or something like that. So I personally like using YouTube, aside from the fact that it makes my life as an instructor easier, it also provides viewers, like our students, more accessibility options that they normally would not have access to. Oh yeah, so for you, Angela, yes, I specifically embed videos. Here's why. If you want to take a video, you have two ways of how to put it on a page. Let me delete this. Let me delete this really quickly. I'm going to delete all that. So if you want to embed a YouTube video, your options are, this is the main option. You should click copy embed code. So you would copy the embed code, and on a page, here in the ribbon, like, or I would put insert, I would put embed, then I would paste the code right here. And this is good because, again, like, if a student wants to watch it, they can watch the video right here, or it also provides a redirect link. So if a student wants to save it in their YouTube watch history, they can click view on YouTube, and then it will redirect them to YouTube, and then they can watch it there, which again gives them the different options of changing the color, or maybe not even like watching the video. If they just want to read the content, they could just open up the transcript, and then they could just read the content on their own, like on the side. The other reason why I suggest using this embed code, it's because in your YouTube studio, if students watch content, if people watch content that's embedded from like on a page, you can go to the analytics. So here's a video I had posted earlier this week for my class. I can go to the analytics and I could actually see, okay, this makes me worried. I have like 80 students in my class, in my online classes, but I can notice I had 23 views, 23 people watched the video. And if I look, I can notice, okay, they watched like the first minute for the first 30 seconds. And this is very normal. I can look at the retention data. Canvas Studio also does similar stuff. I just like doing it from right here. So that's why you should use the embed. The other option, let me delete this. If you don't want to use the embed code, you could just copy video URL. So if you copy the video URL, if you paste the link and hit enter, if you generate a hyperlink to the YouTube video, I'm gonna hit publish. I'm like, oh, my students are not gonna like this. So if you notice, because I generated a hyperlink from a YouTube video, you'll notice there's already a little auto embedding that happens right here. I just don't like using this one because if you do this auto embedding feature, you don't get access to analytic data. So I like using YouTube because if I have a YouTube video, this is the right class? Nope. Let me go to my actual online class. So the way I would just like make an update or a lecture video, it's all I have to do is just have the embed code. So that way, and I'm just going to copy this embed code from like right here. So if I have to make multiple announcements, because as you see right here in my course list, I teach a bunch of different classes. I could just go to the class, click on announcements, add an announcement, update, then go to insert, embed, paste, and then post. Then now I just go to my next class. And then again, from right here, I go to announcements, or I go to a page, click announcement, and I could do again, update, insert, embed, paste the code, submit, and then just hit publish. Because if you use Canvas Studio, you can't do that. If you do Canvas Studio, you would have to click on Studio, then you would have to pick the video, then you have to click Display Media tabs, then click Embed, and then you would hit Publish. So me using like the embed code from YouTube, it makes my job very, very slightly faster, and I can use it across multiple campuses and multiple districts. Because the video I made here for Harbor College, I can't use this Canvas Studio video if I'm at Rio Hondo College or like El Camino College. So that's why I personally like using YouTube. But also I like using YouTube because as instructors, because we control the content, that gives us the most control and we can provide the most options for our students. So that's why I use YouTube. I always like embed videos. Also, one quick thing before you go, because somebody else had mentioned, because I know like you're in English, other people had mentioned like, oh, being very annoyed of having to clean stuff. So let me share my screen again. If you don't make a script and if you use the auto-generated captions, let me show you what you could do. If you auto-generate captions or something like that, let me go to one of my other videos. I have to go down. Which one of these do I not care about? Okay, this one is, which one of these did nobody watch? Okay, okay, I clicked this video because nobody's watched it. So if I go to my subtitles, I know I always input, I always auto-sync stuff, but if you don't do that, if you auto-generate captions, the easiest way to fix the captions are to edit, literally copy these captions, then you can either go to like Quillbot punctuation checker, and then all you do, and then you can fix the grammar. The other option is I'm just gonna use AI. So I'll just go to Google Gemini. So I'll say fix the punctuation on the punctuation and capitalization on the following statement. So it's going to take a minute. Fix the grammar and punctuation on this. It said it doesn't have enough information, but it does. I've done this before. You are okay. If Google Gemini won't help, again, I can do Quillbot. So if you already have other videos that are auto-generated captions, you could either use an AI like ChatGPT. I know Google Gemini is not working right now. It normally does. Or you can go to like Quillbot, like grammar and punctuation checker, and then just fix all of the errors. And then again, you would just take this, go back into this, paste it in, and then like hit publish. So for those of you who get annoyed with the tedium of having to make your captions grammatically correct, again, you could have an AI fixer like Quillbot or Microsoft Word or Google Bard or Google Gemini. You could have it fix them for you. Now let me stop sharing. Ooh, that's going to be good for the person who asked me that before, if they ever watch the recording. All right. Any other questions? I'm good. I mean, like, I will just stick around. Like, I'm not going to end this meeting until all of you leave.